predominantly over the landscape of the matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Obviously, both sides love to win this rivalry game, but when Michigan State does it, it's almost as if they enjoy it more, and they love taking it closer than last year.
Well, they enjoy it more because they're talked about all the time as the little brother. They're looked at as inferior. So I think Michigan State always loves to hit it to the big Michigan, hail to the victors, and really make a statement against the team everybody looks at as one of the biggest brands in college football.
Yeah, and I think if they want to be seen as an equal, not just in-state, but really in the national picture too, then you've got to string these wins together. You've got to beat your in-state rival over and over and over consecutively. So this is a big opportunity in this game for Sparta.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The play action fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the inside. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week.
He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. He's loose at the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a tight end down the gut. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little time. Running into the open space. He's loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Lost a throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all...
Oh, he's got some space.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Akbar. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Spartans head quickly to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Calls his own number. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. It's complete. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty. First points of the day are on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Collier.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, again, looking for room. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so...
There he goes. Powers through. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. They go to the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field.
Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Grab near the marker. It's Akbar. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll try the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bettis. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They believe they can run right here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Made a defender miss. Touchdown Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option. 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Gets it past the marker. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Akbar. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Looking for a crease. It's better. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge...
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan State.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the wildcat formation pays off. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Finds his man. It's Akbar. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Collier. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a man. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He's looking to throw. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's going to go down as time has run out. So in this one, his little brother playing like big brother. And